God, I feel like an idiot. How selfish can a person be?
Please, don't do this to yourself, Monica. You have enough work to do without creating new scars.
Well, talk about out of control.
I wish I had been able to cry like that soon.
Believe me, once you start, you'll find it hard to stop. That's what we're about here. If you're going to keep it all inside, you may as well have stayed home.
Well, if I weren't so terrified of losing control, I just might surrender myself to all of your collective wisdom.
A piece at a time, Monica.
You know, if you're comfortable with it, I'd really like to hear your story.
I could do that. Well, My Cancer by Monica Quartermain. It started last May. I had been in the hospital about 48 hours straight.
Good grief.
He had a heart transplant. One little girl to another, her cousin. And I knew them both. Anyway, after that, I went home and I slept for a very long time. And when I woke up, I felt this twinge on my left breast, and I thought, actually, maybe I had just slept funny.
Oh, yeah.
But being the very conscientious and responsible human being that I am, I immediately made an appointment for a mammogram. And then I canceled it. I can't tell you how many I canceled. Well, no, I can. There were 3 of them. And each time I canceled, I had a very valid reason. The more the pain persisted, the more terrified I got. And any excuse would do. It got to be where a hangnail was a terrific excuse to just...
Mm-hmm. Everybody else's crisis seems more important than our own. I personally had to wait until after my daughter's wedding. I suspected I had cancer, but what a bummer it would have been to ruin everybody else's day with something so inconvenient. Better to wait until it's almost too late. How's that for a rationalization, huh?
What gets me is the injustice. I mean, here she is. She used all her strength and spirit to save the life of a child, and what's her reward? She has a lump in her breast hours later. Where's the fairness?
But Monica's is no more unjust than yours, Paige. Are any of you? You all have something valuable to give and something precious to lose, which is why we're determined to not let the cancer steal that away from us.
If it helps, Monica, I'm a control freak myself. What I had to figure out was where to focus that control. To put the same effort into being master of my immune system's response to my cancer as I did into being a size 5 all my life.
I know you're wondering what I'm doing here.
Wait, I'm so sorry. I didn't...
No, please. I really need to say this. No, I'm lucky. I didn't lose a breast. I got by with a lumpectomy and radiation. And sometimes when I sit here, I listen to you talking and I feel just a little guilty about that. But yeah, I beat my cancer. It's been 3 years. To tell you the truth, not one day goes by that I actually believe that I've beat it, that it's over and done with. It's like this axe over my head, and I just feel it's going to fall down any minute, and I know it's going to be there until the day I die.
But I hope that's not going to be until you're very, very old.
You know, all of you are under some kind of impression that I'm like this role model for survival. Well, the truth is that I need you more than you need me. And you have to know how important you are to me. Because you are my survival.
So I burst right out of therapy, making a total fool out of myself, and then I decided I needed a friend.
That'd be me.
Yes, that would be you indeed. Well, because if anybody could understand seeing red over Lucy Coe, that would be you. That should be Tony, too. But Tony seems to have a blind spot where she is concerned. Please tell me you don't have a blind spot, too.
Where Lucy is concerned, I'm a pure pragmatist. So, tell me, what did she do to get under your skin?
She is my therapist's new best friend. And even worse than that, when I tried even suggesting to Tony that some of what's happened around our house might be little Miss Lucy's fault, he insisted it was all my fault, and Lucy is as pure as the driven snow.
I'm sure those weren't his exact words.
No, but it just makes me so mad. Seems that Tony can forgive everyone but me. Can't he see how wrong he is?
Oh, my dear friend. I think that's the crux of the problem.
What?
Well, if you're insisting that Tony is wrong, it must mean that somebody else is right. I would assume that someone is you. You're never going to resolve anything that way. Is it worth it? Is being right worth losing your marriage over?
Tony is simply not willing to make it work.
It won't work as long as either or both of you insist on being right, because that automatically assumes that the other person is wrong. And nobody likes being wrong.
Oh, that's what Kevin's been telling us.
Well, in this particular case, Kevin is right. But he's the only one. I think I'm ready to hang out a shingle of my own. Excuse me. Hello.
Hi, sweetheart. Miss me?
You bet I do. I was beginning to worry about you.
Well, actually, I called a few nights ago in kind of a black funk, and no one was home, so I asked Ned not to tell you that I called.
Is something wrong?
Well, other than I desperately wanted to come home, but today is quite another day.
What happened?
Well, I kind of lost it in therapy and impressed absolutely no one. It seems they're all going through the same nightmare as I am.
Well, that's got to be some comfort to you. I miss you like mad.
Me too, cute. At least I know I am doing the right thing. Being here is good. So, are you okay?
Hanging in.
Well, how about the rest of the gang?
Everybody's fine. Boys are going to be sorry that they missed your call.
Well, I will catch them next time. You give them hugs for me. And I mean that, Alan, both of them.
I will. Bobbie's here. She had a terrible day. We were consoling each other.
Oh, put her on.
He's lying to you. There's no consoling going on here. He's just shaping me up, which I very much deserve.
Tough times, huh?
Oh, please. Listen, you have enough on your mind. How's the chemo going?
Unspeakable. No, wait. I'm supposed to be working on this. It is doing unspeakable things to the cancer, and chemo is my friend.
Well, very good. That's progress.
When I'm not throwing up.
I do love you.
I love you, too. You take care of him, okay?
I will. Here he is.
Sweetheart?
Listen, you keep an eye on Bobbie, all right?
I'll do my best.
I'm kind of exhausted at the moment. I'll call you tomorrow.
Okay, great. I'll make sure that the boys stick around.
I'd like that. Good night, sweetheart.
Good night, Todd. She asked me to take care of you.
She asked me to do the same for you.
Oh, God, I miss her.
I know you do.